to Garden TV. Today we're going to talk about poetry. Poetry can change lives because it has the effect to change the way we look and listen to the world. It is important because it makes us think. It opens us up to wonder and realize the astonishing possibilities of language. It is, in its subtle yet powerful way, a discipline for re-engaging with the world we take too much for granted. And since today is National Poetry Day, I decided to talk about Armenia's best poets. Hovhannes Shiraz was born in the city of Alexandropol, Gyumri today. His mother, Asfik, was widowed during the Armenian genocide, shortly before his birth. Shiraz grew up in poverty. His first work, called Beginning of Spring, was published in 1935. He is an author of very popular patriotic and love poems, included Ani, My Mother, May My Love Remain a Secret, Like the Pagan Love, My Holy Homeland, and The Fate of Armenians. He wrote The Armenian Dantesque, that is about the Armenian genocide, a subject that was banned in the Soviet Union at the time in 1941. Shiraz was known for his good sense of humor. In 1963, John Steinbeck visited the poet's apartment in Yerevan and then wrote in a letter, "Men are closest together when they laugh together, and I remember that in Yerevan we laughed together a great deal." Khajdur Abovyan was an Armenian writer and national public figure of the early 19th century who mysteriously vanished in 1848 and eventually presumed dead. He was an educator, poet, and an advocate of modernization, reputed as the father of Armenian literature. He is best remembered for his novel Wounds of Armenia. Written in 1841, it was the first novel published in a modern Armenian language, using Eastern Armenian based on the Yerevan dialect instead of classical Armenian. I'm sorry. Hello? Yeah. He's dead? He's dead? Really? Oh, I'm so sorry. Just excuse me. Okay. We just received some breaking news. Fidel Castro is dead. May I remind you, Fidel Castro once said that he would not die until the USA was destroyed. I guess he kept his promise. Yereje Charens was an Armenian poet, writer, and public activist. Charens was an outstanding poet of the 20th century, touching upon a multitude of topics that ranged from his experiences in the First World War, socialist revolution, and more prominently on Armenia and Armenians. He is recognized as the main poet of the 20th century in Armenia. An early supporter of communism, Charens joined the Bolshevik Party, but as the Stalinist terror began in the 1930s, he gradually grew disillusioned with Stalinism and died during the 1930s purges. Excuse me. I have to drink some seal water. His most prominent poem is Yesi Manu Shayastani. It is so famous that Pope Francis actually recited a part of his poem at the Armenian presidential palace, saying that these are among the powerful images that one of your illustrious poets offers us to illustrate the rich history and natural beauty of Armenia. They sum up the rich legacy and the glorious yet dramatic experience of a people and their deep-seated love of their country. This is all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Garden TV. See you soon.